Hello Primary 3, this is Chapter 6, Lesson 111. You will find it in your booklet from page 242 to 245. Let's begin. Before we start our lesson, you have to know that at the end of the lesson, you should be able to remember multiplication and division fact family, fraction. Remember the fraction, the shaded part, and how to shade an array in many different forms and strategies. The keywords of this lesson is unit fraction, number line, fractions denominator, fractions story problem, writing fractions story problem. The tools that we need in this lesson. Please, before you begin, bring your booklet, your pencil, your ruler, and your notebook or your copybook. Before you start, please scan this and watch the video about missing factor, divisor or divised using magic square. Here I want to notice and find the missing factor here. In this magic square, I have here a number multiplied by 2 give you 12. Therefore, there's 12 divide 2 equals what? It will be the same number. You can say what multiply 2 give you 12. You can search in table 2 what give you 12. Or you can say that 12 divide 2 equals what? It will be the same number. So I know here that in table 2, if I search in table 2, it will give me 6. So 6 multiplied 2 give you 12. Therefore, 12 divide 2 will be 6. We can do the same here. 5 by what give you 45? It means that you multiply 5 by a number, give you 45, or you can say that 45 divide 5 give you what? This will be the same answer. So search in table 5, what give you 45. Now I know that 5 by 9 will give you 45. Therefore, 45 divided 5 will be 9. Here I have 4 by 28. 4 by what give you 28. I will search in table 4 what give me 28. So it's 7. Now I know that 28 divided 4, it will be 7. Because multiplication is the opposite operation of division, and division is the opposite operation of multiplication. This is why we do this every time. I know that if these two factors give me this product, this means if I divide this product by any of these factors, it will give me the other factor. So here, 4 by what give you 8? I will search in table 4. What give me 8? It will be 2. This means if I divide 8 by any of these two factors, it will give me the other factor. So if I divide 8 by 4, it will give me 2, the other factor. So here, what you have multiplied by 3 give you 27. Search in table 3 that give you 27. It will be 9. So this means that 27 divide 3 will be 9. 5 by what give you 35? It's 5 by 7. So therefore, 35 divided 5 will be 7. 5 by what give you 40? It will be 8. So therefore, 40 divided 5 will be 8. 6 divided what give you 48? It's 6 divided 8. So it means that 48 divided 6 will be 8. And 9 by what give you 9? Of course, it's 1 because 1 is a mirror. When you multiply by any number, it will give you the same number. Therefore, that 9 divided 9 will be 1. Notice and find the missing. Here we have some missing, but in other way. 18 divided what give you 6? So I know that 18, if 18 is here, divide a number, so this number and the results are factors pairs for 18. So these two numbers, when I multiply them, they give me 18. So I will search in table 6, what give me 18? 6 by what give you 18? 3. So 18 divide 3 give you 6. So if I divide 18 by one of the factors, pair factors, it will give me the other pair factor. So I have here 18 divide 3 give you 6, or therefore 18 divide 6 will give you 3, the other factor. 16 divide what give you 4? It means that 4 multiply what give you 16? It will be 4. Therefore, if I divide 16 over this factor will give you the other factor. 35 divide what give you 7? 35 divide what give you 7 means 7 multiply what give you 35. 7 multiply 5 give you 35, so I put here 5. And therefore, if I divide 35 about the other factor, 7, it will give me 5. 81 divide what give you 9? 81 divide 9 will give you 9 because 9 multiply 9 give you 81. Therefore, if I divided 81 over this factor, it will give you this factor. It's 9. 24 divide what give you 8? It's 3. Therefore, 24 divide 8 will give you 3 because they both are factor pairs for 24, sorry. 30 divide what give you 6? So I will look in table 6 what give me 30. It's 5. So I multiply. As I multiply 5 by 6 to give me 30, I know that they are factor pair for 30, so 30 divide 6 will give you the other factor 5. 40 divide what give you 5? It's 8 because it's a factor pair for it. So I will divide it by the other factor will give you this factor. 54 divide what give you 9? 9 multiply 6 give you 54. So 54 divide 9 will give you 6. 3 divide what give you 1? Of course 3 divide 3 will give you 1. And therefore 3 divide 1 will give you 3. Here we have another question that notice and find the missing. Here we have a different way. We here have the both factor pairs, but we don't have the product. We have both factor pairs, but we don't have the product. So I will say that 7 multiply 7 give you 49, so it will be 49. Therefore, 7 multiply 7 give you 49. And as you can see here, 3 multiply, what divide 3 give you 5? Therefore, that 3 multiply 5 are factors pair for what? For 15. So it will be here 15. So what divide 4 give you 2? They are both factor pairs for what means that therefore 4 multiply 2 will give you 8. So the number here will be 8. What divide 5 will be 6. Therefore that it means they are both factor pairs for what? If I multiply them together, it will give me 30. So the number here, the product is 30. Number divide 1 will give you 8. It means they are both factor pair for a number. So if I multiply them, it will give me, and this number 8. 8 multiply 1 will give you 8. So the number here is 8. So what divide 10 give you 3? Therefore, if I multiply these two factors, it will give you the number here. So I will multiply 3 by 10 equals 30. So the number will be 30. 2 number divide 2 give you 5. Therefore, if I multiply them all together, it will give me 10. So the number, it will be 10. A number divide 5 will give you 0. Of course, this number is 0 because if you multiply it by 0 or divide it by 0, it will give you the same answer. And here there's a number divided by 9 give you 9. So I will multiply 9 by 9 will give you 81. So this number is 81. I here want to find the missing number, the missing factor. Okay, so we have here 6 multiply what give you 42. I can say that 42 divide 60 equals what? Or I can say I will search in table 6 what gave me 42. So it's 7. Now I know that 42 divide 6 will be 7. 20 divide what will be 10? This is the opposite of this. 20 divide what will be 10? This means that 10 multiply a number, it will be 20. Because the 20 have two factors, one of them is 10, and I must know the other factor from the multiplication fact of 10. So I will search in table 10 what give me 20. Or I can say that I have two factors give me 20. One of them is 10. Two numbers, when I multiply them, it will give me 20. One of them is 10. So therefore, this means that when you divide 20 by one of these factors, it will give you the other factor. So I will search in table 10 what is the factor that I multiply by it will give me 20. So 10 by 2 give me 20. So this means that 20 divide 2 will be 10. 10 by 2 will be 20. Now, there's a number when I divide it by 3 will give me 9. This means that 3 and 9 are both factors for a number. When you multiply them, it will give you this number. So you can multiply 9 by 3, it will be 27. This means that this is a product of 3 multiply 9. Here, 3 by what give you 0? So you multiply 3 by a number, give you 0, and of course it is 0 because 0 is a strong number. When you multiply it by anything, it will give you 0. Multiply or divide, it will give you 0. Okay, 24 divide what will give you 2? It means that there is a number when you multiply by 2, it will give you 24. So I will search in table 2 what give me 24, it's 12. Now 12 multiply 2, I know that it will give me 24. 5 by what give you 25? I will search in table 5, what is the number give you 25, it's 5. This means that 25 divide any of these factors will give you the other factor. Now there's a number when you divide it by 11 will give you 6. It means that this number is a product of 11 and 6. 11 by 6 will be 66. This means that when you multiply 11 by 6, it will give you 66. There's a number when you multiply by 5 give you 60. It means that when you divide the 6 by any of these factors will give you the other factor. So 60 divide 5, it will be 12. Now 36 divide what give you 3, it will be 12. 7 by what give you 28? It means when you multiply 7 by a number give you 28, it's 4. Therefore, 28 divide 7 will be 4. 11 divide what give you 11? There's a number that when you have these two factors will give you this product, and of course this number is a 1 because it's a mirror. It means when you multiply 11 by 1 it will give you 11. A number divided by 12 will give you 8. This number is a number when you multiply 12 by 8 will give you the product of them. So 12 by 8 is 96. So therefore that 12 by 8 will be 96. Here in this question I want to find what the number if you multiply it by 5 it gives you 30. Therefore, or that means that there's two factors pairs. One of them is 5. When you multiply them, it gives you 30. Therefore, 30 divided 5 will give you the other factor. So I will search in table 5 and see what is this factor. Or I can say that 30 divided 5 give me what? I know that 30 divided 5 give me 6. So the missing factor here is 6. 6 multiply 5 will be 30. Here, what is the number? If you multiply it by 4, the product will be 100. It means that 4 by a number give you 100. Or I can say that 100 divide 4 give you a number. So I will search in table 4 what give you 100. Or I can say that 100 divide 4 give you what? For me, 100 divide 4 is easier. I can search in table 4 to reach 100. It's so far. So I will say that 100 divide 4, I will split 100 into 4 equal parts. So it's going to be 25. So the missing factor here is 25. Okay, what is the number? If you multiply it by 9, it will give you, the product is 72. So I know that 9 by what will give you 72. This means that 72 divide 9 give you what? I know here that 9 by 8 will give you 72. I will search in table 9 to reach it. So therefore 72 divide 9 will be 8. So the answer is 8. Color the half in many different ways, then complete. I have here three circles with the same size but cut into different ways. I want to find the half of each one but in different ways. So I want to find the half of this. Half of this one is this part, 2/4. It's 2/4 or 2/4. I know that the total parts here is 4, so I write here in the denominator 4, and the colored is 2, so in numerator I write 2. It's 2/4 equivalent to half. So what's equivalent to half in here? I will put the same color, the same part, the same size here. The same size here will be what in this fraction? The fraction here is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's cut into 8 equal parts, so it's 8. How many colored? 1, 2, 3, 4, 4. As I know that 4, 8, it's equivalent to half. Now I want to color here what's equivalent to half. It's this part. Okay, let's see what's the fraction of it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. It's 12 equal parts. The colored is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, so I put here 6. So the equivalent to half is 6/12. Here I want to find the half of this arrays in many different ways. So I must color half of this array in many different ways. So first I will color it using this way. I will color this part. I know first if this array is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's 6 by 6. So it's 36 square. This array is 36 square. I colored this part only, the half of it. So I want to know what is this equal. Okay? So all of this is 36 as I know. How did you do it? I multiply row by column as I learned it from the array. So it's 36. I colored how many? I'll multiply number of row by number of column, or row by column, it will give you it. 1, 2, 3 by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 3 by 6, it will be 18. So it's 18/36. Okay, 18 out of 36. It's equivalent to half. You have the same size, the same array, and cut it into the same number of squares. So I will make it a different way, like this. It's the half of it. It's 18, 1 from 36, but it's in different way. You have to cut it, put it here in different ways. So I will suppose that I will cut it into quarters. And I will take 2 quarters, like this. If you count them, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So it's equivalent to the half of each one. So I want to find the equivalent in many ways. It must be, I know if I cut this into 2 parts, now I know that the half is 18 from 36, 18 out of 36, so I can color any 18, 1 from 36, it will be the half in any way. I here color it with other way, and here I color it with other way, but every time it's 18 out of 36, so it's equivalent to half. Thank you. This is the end of our lesson. See you in the next video.